Hi guys, it is Wednesday, November 3rd. Just had to clear my throat there. Yeah, anyways, we're just heading southbound. I'm going out to Macleod Trail, one of the main thoroughfares in Calgary. It goes north and south. It goes from downtown right out to town into all the small towns in southern Alberta. Lethbridge is one of the bigger cities down there, close to the U.S. border. And we're going past Chinook Center. It's now 13 degrees out, or 55 Fahrenheit, so it's another gorgeous day out. This is the biggest shopping center in Calgary. It was originated in 1960 with Woodward's, and then Sears finally built on the other end a separate mall. Then they finally kept expanding to ended up one big mall, and then now Woodward's and Sears are both gone. So now there's Bay and on this end, and then Nordstrom's on the other end, and then they've got all the smaller stores in the middle, and they got some movie theaters on the south end, Chapter's bookstore. And we're up to Glenmore Trail, which is another busy thoroughfare, goes east and west. It is now 3:26 in the afternoon. Coming up to Fountain Tire and Denny's and Wendy's. But I'm stuffed for anything now because I had that all-you-could-eat buffet at Grey Eagles Casino. And it's all you can eat. Got the drink included, bottomless pop or tea or coffee, whatever you want. And they got dessert, and they got the salad bar, and they got the hot food bar. But now with the COVID, you have to... They serve the hot food now, and I think it used to be self-serve there when I first started going to it there before COVID started. Even the salad bar had to get it served to you there, and they had barriers off, or you just had to point to the food, and now you still have to do that with the hot food, but still good. So one of my friends today, he called me up to see if I wanted to go, so we both went, stayed there probably about an hour and a half altogether, just eating and chatting. And then I did the other video there, starting at South Glenmore Park, which is quite close to the casino. Now we're on our way home, and so we're just going down Mcleod Trail southbound, and it's Highway 2, which is a main thoroughfare going north and south in Alberta. And it ends up going by Okotoks and High River and Nanton and Claresholm and Fort Macleod, and eventually Crow's Nest Pass if you go west, or Lethbridge if you go east, and then go south from there. You go into the U.S. border, into Montana. High-rise apartments. Just made that light. Save on Foods, Tommy Guns, Carriage House Inn on the left, Co-op Shopping Center, and Co-op Home Healthcare. Yeah, Calgary started up in, I guess it was a village there in 1875, and started off next to nothing there for people. It was just a little tiny village where the Bow and Elbow Rivers meet, and they had a fort there, and that's where they all congregated there. And then Calgary just kind of grew up from there over the last 130, 40, 45 years, I guess now. and now it's up to almost 1.5 million people. All right, coming up to Southland Drive up there. Ooh, what's going on here now? Must be bad time of day there. Ooh. Lowe's, Avenida Village, Walmart. On the left, of course. Used to be Woke at one time. Another strip mall where they had at Jack Astor's there one time, but they're closed down last year because of the COVID. And there used to be a Safeway there, but now it's a thrift store, Avenida Village. Got the Delta Inn on the left. The camera won't pick it up. Yeah, so we're on Southland Drive at the next set of lights. Yeah, on Friday we had rain all day and then it snowed, and then it got cold on Saturday, and then it kind of warmed up and melted it all away again, so it's good driving conditions now. We're bike riding. I went out for a bike ride yesterday, so I don't know how much more we're going to get in this year before I have to pack the bike away for the winter time. I need to get one of those electric bikes. There's so many hills out here, you need the extra power to get up those hills. Okay, here we go. Usually these lights are synchronized there for the main flow of traffic there, but it seemed like this one wasn't. Got Canadian Tire on the left. We go in this middle lane there because there's less hold-ups there if people turn left or right. Got a bar there, Black Swan. I used to go to that a lot there when they had karaoke there several years ago, and they got Superstore right there. Toys R Us, more offices, Modern Steak, Modern Ocean, 97 FM Rock, 90s to now. And the LRT runs just to the right along the tracks. Got an LRT station right to the right. I've got South Center right to the left. Milestones. It's another one of the larger malls in the city. Anderson Road goes from Glenmore Trail, no, not Glenmore, Deerfoot there, and all the way out to the Indian Reserve. And then it goes on to the new ring road that they just opened up this past month. Makes it really nice, a lot quicker now for bypassing the city if you don't want to come down Macleod Trail. You can do 100 down there and no traffic lights there, so just sail right through, and now it takes me about half an hour to get to where I'm going from. It used to take an hour by the old route. Yeah, 50% cloudy and 50% sunny there. You see the line in the camera there where it's cloudy to sunny. Avenida Village, another smaller strip mall in the city. This used to be the only road out of town one time there before they put the Deerfoot in back in the 80s and 90s. But if they didn't have that in, it'd probably been really clogged now. Bad enough now with the Deerfoot traffic too, so you know they got all that traffic and then they got all this traffic, and used to all come down here one time. But the city was only about 500,000 people back in those days there, back in the 70s. But everybody's migrating to Canada from wherever. Some from Ontario, some from Newfoundland, some Newfie friends, and then some from BC, because they don't like the high cost of living there and all the crime, so they come out to Alberta for a better life. It's a little colder than BC, but it's a lot drier too, so a lot of people go out there and they don't like all the rain, so they move back again. And I moved out there and stayed out there for 15 years, and I ended up coming back. So yeah, it just cost me way too much for living out there. And then they have that sales tax, which we don't have in Alberta. It's the only province in Canada that doesn't have it. Well, it looks like it's gone up even more now. It's 14 degrees, which is 57 Fahrenheit. That's what we got up to yesterday. It was a chilly start this morning when I started my journey. Now we're going over to Fish Creek Park. It used to be the end of the city there years ago, and then this used to be a separate town called Midnapore. It's still called Midnapore, but it was swallowed up by the city, and they expanded it there, and the city goes way past here, quite a few miles. And there's one of our trains just ahead on the right, coming up to the end of the line quickly. I think there's 2 more stations there that they gotta stop at before they go back again. Slow down with going over the speed limit just a touch. I don't want to get a ticket there, so it's 80 and I'm doing about 84, so I don't think it matters, you know, if you're going just a little bit over, but you know, depending on the cop too. But usually they give you a leeway about 10 kilometers over, and sometimes you don't look at your speed there, it kind of gets away on you there. And I got another superstore right here. And some more shopping malls, cinemas, and Indigo bookstore, Eastside Mario's. We're up to what's this now? Highway 22X. That takes out to Vancouver or out to Bragg Creek or the Kananaskis area, which I've done a few of those drives there over the years. I went out last year a few times and I went out this year a few times. But today I just decided to stay in town there. A friend called me up, so I decided just to go for lunch instead. And then I decided to go out there, you know, in the summertime, which is a lot nicer. I've got a Home Depot on the right. And this is a new road that they put in. Stony Trail, they call it. A little bit of snow there in the shady areas. Yeah, it's been like this all day. We've been kind of a big cloud over there to the south, southwest, and then all clear around it. So it's just been kind of hanging around this area all day. More housing development on the right side, back in the distance, and then more housing on the left side. And once you go past here, it's pretty much out of the city then. The city limits is way up there on the country, and they kept putting out further and further south because of the way the city has been growing. Years ago, it only went up to Heritage Drive, and that was the end of the city way back in the 1950s there, before most people were even alive then. This is Walden in this area, show homes to the left. And then that's pretty much the end of the city there after you get past Walden. I knew the new mall they built there, and they started over 2 years ago now. They got a Dollarama in there, but I remember they were just a scouting up when I first came out here 2 years ago, but now it looks like mostly done. See, we call it Township Mall, I guess.